There we go. There we go. Let's get this started. Oh, buddy. Oh, I gotta wait a second. Alright, so people are coming in. Happy Sunday, Matt fam. We're going to be discussing a few things Walking Dead related early on tonight because they dropped a new little teaser. Nope, wait, that's the wrong thing. Get that out of there. I got to erase that. It's 2019 now. They dropped a new teaser. I'm sure most of you've seen it by now. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. You know, and I was really excited. I thought we would have something of substance, new of substance to discuss, but it's not. It's really cool. If there was no hype and I just seen it, I'd be like, oh, that was neat. But because they hyped it, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the day before on Facebook, they put out some posts because I follow the Walking Dead on Facebook and Twitter and even like websites and stuff, specific ones, but I thought it was going to be something epic. Not like too revealing or nothing, but I thought it was going to be something, you know? But it was just a whisper turning around. I mean, shit. I get what they were thinking. The marketing guy was like, he's turning. We got a head turning, you know what I mean? But that made us as fans go, yo, some shit was coming, you know? But it wasn't. It was just a whisper turning around. One of my favorite parts, though, is right when he stands up straight. He's walking like a zombie. And I'll show a little bit. If you haven't seen it, I'll show a little bit. But he's walking like a zombie. And then he just, like, straightens up. And that part right there, transitioning into him straightening up. And you see the stitching in the back of his hairline. Yo, that was tight. Let me fix the chat here. For some reason, the chat is kind of off screen a little bit. Let me see what's going on with the webcam. What is this? That's not the webcam. What is that? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? All right, that's not working, obviously. So, there we go. I don't know what that was doing, but let's move you guys over. All right, I got something hidden right here. Tomorrow, I got this huge box in Map Mail, and I was like, wait, what in the world is this? And Map Mails are coming back. They'll be coming back. We're going to do like one a month. I'll collect whatever we get and do like one a month instead of, because before I got caught up with trying to do them, you know, every time mail came in, but then certain times a lot of mail will come in. I had a bunch that got deleted with that hard drive, which I'm excited to, you know, get into maybe February or March and get that stuff pulled off of the hard drive and then rock and roll with that. But and also a real quick update, and then we'll play that clip from Facebook, and then we'll get into what you guys have to say. Doomsday Kingdom updates. If your orders are in, if you put your orders in the very beginning, you guys will be shipping out soon. I've already started doing some shipping out. We have a shipment going to the UK for everyone who ordered a signature from the artist. Or if you have an order from the UK, shipping out from the UK, yours are headed to the UK as we speak. And then anyone who just ordered a copy from the US, yours should be shipping any day now, depending on when you made... Wait a minute, what is that? I had something on the microphone. Depending on what month you put the order in. I'm going to update the production timeline. I have it just bare bones right now. That was the standard cover, and then we have the variant cover. We have all the boxes in for the stock. If you haven't put your order in, the website is still open. You can buy the bundles of issues 1, 2, and 3, or if you just need to get 3 or whatever it is. We are shipping out. I know we have them in stock, so if you just put an order in today, it's not going to ship today because we are shipping out everyone who pre-ordered first. I personally just find that to be fair, but when we get caught up with pre-orders and we're shipping at this point, let's say in a few months when you put your order in, hopefully everything in stock should be shipping as soon as you put your order in, including the issues 3. And then issue 4, we're not waiting around with printer dates anymore. We're done with that. It's just too damn frustrating, especially when we get excited and we think it's only going to take a month. It takes longer. So we're actually going to buy everything up front. And then when we come out and say the release day, it's in hand. So when you guys order it, we're shipping that day. And after issue 3, we're not doing holds or nothing like that because, to be honest, we just have way too many. And I thought it'd be a fun thing to do and make it easier for everybody. But it's just a lot for one person to do. Like in the US, I do all the shipping. Just shipping, the receiving, handling orders. And then James, he does all the UK orders. So it's just so time consuming just having one person do it. So, yeah. So, but I think that'll be better anyway. You know, issue 4, you don't have to wait. You just order it as it's in. So we got enough people in here. Let's take a peek at this trailer. I moved this over, so I'm going to have to shut down this and probably this. Nope, that was dumb. I'll just move this over a tad. Yeah, there we go. All right, so here's the teaser. And then The Walking Dead returns February. That's coming up quick, man. I cannot wait for that to come back. What am I doing? Yeah, I cannot wait for that to come back. So let's check out the super chat just came in from Chris Sanders. Keep up the good work, Ronnie, with a $20 dono. Thank you very much for the dono. January, especially around January, massively appreciated because everyone knows on YouTube the ad revenue plummets. Everyone talks about it every January, and I always overlook it. I'm like, yeah, but it's not going to be that bad. It's almost overnight. Once Christmas disappears, ad revenue just goes right down. But it's fine because Walking Dead comes back on February, so it's only 1 month where it's like cutting it tight. Kimberly Smith with a $5 dono. Do you think it was supposed to be a special teaser because the Whisperer is Negan? Let me see. Is that Negan? I don't know. It's kind of tough to say because I kind of feel like I would be good with picking out, you know, his face and his looks. But if you look at it closely, it actually looks like they have. It actually looks like they have some sort of muck and mud painted around, kind of like how Batman had black paint around his eyes underneath the costume. Doesn't it look like? Because you can see a little flesh tone here, and this actually isn't the mask, but it looks like it's like mud painted on. Same thing for his mouth. Yeah, he's got a lot of dirt under there. I know a lot of people wanted it to be Daryl, and I don't see Jeffrey Dean Morgan in there, to be honest. No, I'm not seeing it as far as it being Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think that would be neat. What did I do with this? I think that would be neat having our heroes, but I think that might be too soon. Yeah, I think it might slightly be too soon having our heroes dressing up like the Whisperers, but I cannot wait until we get to that part. I'm still, yeah, the cinematography looks crisp as hell. I'm still real tight about Dwight going to Fear the Walking Dead. I thought maybe I would let a few days go by and then that would, you know, simmer with me, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I hate the idea, actually. What else we got? Teaser was brutal. They said some amazing thing coming out and only got that laugh out loud. Yeah, when it's hyped up in that way. But again, like I said, their idea was, you know, he turns his head. Oh, it's a head-turning teaser. They're talking literal, and then us as fans think, well, if it's head turning, yo, that's got to be something epic, you know. And that's what I was thinking. So, yeah, when you look at it like that, it was a complete letdown. It's still cool, it still looks neat, but like head turning, bruh. I mean, bruh. I'm gonna ruin these comics if I leave them here. Hold on, I need to put these somewhere safe. I'll do this. I will do that. There we go. Yeah. Love the hair alone and hit that like button. Thank you very much, Carol. Look at the flowers. I appreciate that. I threw gel in my hair. Not that it did much. It's too long now. When I got a haircut before, I was able to throw it in the air, but it's too long now. So, yeah. I just threw some gel in it so it would not look like flat like I'm from Dumb and Dumber. I promise I'm going to get some time and go get a haircut. A lot of you like to pick on my hair. I'm going to get a cut. I can't win. I shave my head, and it's like, yo, Ronnie, where'd your hair go, man? Why'd you shave your head, grow your hair back? And then I get a haircut, and it grows in, you know, my hair grows back. And then people are like, nah, bro. So I can't win with you people. I'm just teasing, though, playful, because no one's actually being, you know, a dick about it. Thoughts on the Watchmen teaser? I did not see a Watchmen teaser. I'll tell you right now. Yo, how about thoughts on the Sons of Anarchy getting 2 more TV shows? Like, bro, really? The moment my cousin said that, I had this first impulsive, like, feeling that, like, my first gut instinct was, Kurt Sutter, I love you, baby, but, bro, and I'm a huge fan of the Sons of Anarchy, but fall back. Like, I already don't want to watch it. Not Sons of Anarchy Mayans, not the prequel and what comes after. And to be honest, I was tight when I heard it was going to be about after Sons of Anarchy because, first off, a certain character I love, one of the main characters, is dead, right? So if it follows his family after, that kind of shits in the face of the ending that I love so much because it was his sacrifice to save his kids. But if you just show his kids, even if they're not in that life, but even if they're around that life, that rubbed me the wrong way. It was like, to me, it felt like someone had something good, and a lot of what was so good with Sons of Anarchy was the cast, like that charisma. I watched a little bit of the Mayans, and I'll be honest with you, it didn't have that. It didn't have that charisma for me because I'm racist. I know someone's gonna say it, but. I feel like if I let it simmer a bit, that charisma could shine through some. But Sons of Anarchy didn't have that immediate charisma. It took about 2 or 3 episodes. I liked it. I liked the first episode, but it took a little bit. And then Tig grew on me because he was just a freak. Chibs grew on me. Opie grew on me. Opie took a little bit because he was kind of in the background. And Jax grew on me, you know, probably the most in the beginning. And I liked Ron Perlman. I didn't know who plays Jax? What's his name? I know his name. I just can't think of it. Charlie Hunnam. I didn't know him before that, so he was totally new to me, but I knew Ron Perlman, and I was like, yo, I know him. I know the chick, and I was hyped about it, the chick from Married with Children. I grew up watching Married with Children, so to see her in a completely different role, completely different character, I was digging it. She was probably one of my favorites right from the start, just because I knew that, you know, the actor. In the Mayans, there's only the one dude who has good charisma. I've seen him in other stuff, and he was in Sons of Anarchy. And then the newer guy who they focus on, the dude that got out of jail or whatever, his charisma just isn't rubbing off on me just yet. But again, I only seen a little bit, but I just don't want them to say, we had this good thing, and now let's do a whole bunch of different episodes and seasons and series. I don't know. The Watchmen revealed first look teaser explain. What is it though? Is it like a teaser or just an image? HBO preview offers first look at the Watchmen's. I don't even know who that is. Adrian something. I don't know who that is. I guess it's just an image. Yeah, if it's just an image, I'm not going to have any clue. Like, it's just like an old white dude. For me, that's not all that exciting. I don't know who the characters are. I never read the Watchmen comic. I did watch the Watchmen movie, and I did like it. I wasn't, like, over the moon excited about it, but I did like it. What do we got? Good questions. Supernatural? Nah, I tried to watch that for Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but I just couldn't get into it. It's not my cup of tea. I can understand why people like it though. I've watched some, like, you know, best of moments and stuff, and some of it was really good. But just the characters in that world, it just didn't hook me. Ron Perlman was my favorite in Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, man. Yo, he pushed the story hardcore. If it wasn't for him and some of the decisions and mistakes he made, and one thing I loved that was gripping about that is he made some mistakes that were justifiable in other circumstances, in different contexts. But then once he realized, because later on he turns like real evil, you know, because he just owns his mistakes and he's like stubborn about it. He doesn't let it crush him. He doesn't let him make him weak. Instead of being like, oh my God, that was a mistake, it crushed me. He's like, listen, I made a mistake, but fuck it. Mistakes happen. You know what I mean? I got to push forward. But you saw how he was kind of hurt when he realized what he did. He was like, oh, ouch, you know? So that type of complex characters, especially with Ron Perlman and his charisma, I love that about him. I still wanted him I still wanted Opie to put him down though, even though he made the story interesting. That type of character, I love those types. Have you ever watched Justified? Is it worth watching? Yes, it's definitely worth watching. Yeah, mine's is a little bit of a letdown. Ron Perlman was my favorite. Man, I cannot believe Dwight is crossing over to Fear the Walking Dead. Whoever is the stone writer making these decisions are making grave mistakes. Every time Ronnie says charisma, the chat has to take a shot. Charisma, charisma, charisma. Get drunk. Hold on. Wow, I just got the best private super chat of my life. Thank you very much. I won't blow your spot up. Thank you very much for the $10 dono. Appreciate that. And thanks for the visual imagery. Man, wait. Where was I? How often do writers of The Walking Dead do this shit that makes no sense? Jeremy Johns or Chris Stuckman? What do you mean? Do I have to pick one? I don't. Ty. I would definitely do. Well, Jax is my fave. Then Nero, then Chibs, then Tiggs, then Opie, then Clay. Game of Thrones teaser came out too. I am pumped for season 8. I didn't hear a word about that. What? I am at work. I can't take a shot. Take a shot when you get home. I know you hate DC, but which movie was your favorite? This is what weirds me out. I don't hate DC. Where did you get that from? I hated certain DC movies, sure, but like as a whole, I don't hate DC. That's insane. I got a big like Batman shrine behind this monitor that I just showed off, saying like, "Oh, you hate DC because I didn't like the recent Justice League movie," is absurd. Well, I didn't like Justice League. I didn't like Suicide Squad. I thought they were both shit movies. Man of Steel, I'm kind of like, sometimes I like parts, sometimes I'm like, eh. Batman v Superman was just a horrible car wreck. In my opinion, Doomsday did not need to be in that movie. That is insane. And the way he looked was fucking stupid. And don't tell me that wasn't Doomsday. That's just them trying to make up for their dumb mistakes. That was Doomsday, and they screwed up big time. Hey, Ronnie, how would you write the perfect werewolf movie? I would have to reimagine it. That's the only way. Look at the lore and look at, what fans love about werewolf movies, but give it some type of different life to it. Like Underworld did something neat and different with vampires and werewolves, but not turn it Matrixy like Underworld was, but do a really good, I don't know, off the top of my head, probably something that's dark and gritty and has like a sense of realism to it that I think could really work with werewolf movies. Mohan Singhal with a $10 dono, off topic, but in an independent, no franchise movie, do you prefer amazing cinematography / symbolism plus average story, or decent cinematography / symbolism plus above average story? I prefer amazing symbolism. Well, the problem is they can have amazing symbolism, but if the story and the acting and even if the film looks like crap, I don't care how amazing the symbolism is. For me, it just falls flat. It has to look somewhat decent, but if the story is above average and it's just got like decent symbolism and cinematography, I don't know. That's a hard question, I think, because it really fluctuates. Thank you very much for the dono, but I'm gonna have to go with the second one. Like the story, if the story is weak, it's gonna be weak for me. But then there's times where stories have been weak and I've loved it. You know what I mean? Like, not weak stories, but there's not much there. Like, a lot of people knock on Looper. I love Looper. I had so much fun watching that. You know, I still enjoy that. Did you know that JDM is only 12 years older than the kids on Supernatural? He's supposed to be their father. No, I didn't pay attention to any of that. Do you watch Magic City with JDM? Yeah, that was the first time I saw him where I was like, yo, he could do Negan. But go back and watch him. How he is there. He's thicker. Imagine him in a leather jacket. Bro, JDM, back in the days of Magic City, is the perfect Negan, in my opinion. You know, that would be great. For you know, that or Watchmen could work, to be honest. But that's like, what, a long time ago. Who do you think would win? I get this all the time. Joel and Ellie versus Rick and Carl. I'm just picking Joel and Ellie. I don't think Rick and Carl are scrappers like that. Brandon Neer. Ronnie, did you ever check out the movie in the genre of apocalypse but no zombies? Ronnie, did you ever check out the movie in the genre of apocalypse, no zombies? I haven't, Brandon, I don't know what that means. You didn't give me any title or nothing. I watch so many apocalyptic movies. I have no clue. And yeah, Joe was in it, but yeah, that's not ringing a bell to me. I probably didn't. Do you have a name? Watchmen opening credits. It sounds of silence alone epic. You go watch the entire HBO video. There's a Game of Thrones season 8 footage there. Oh, I'll have to look at that. I have HBO and I got no notification for that. That's so weird. Do you think Negan regrets killing Glenn and Abraham? Yeah, I think about now, but in his own type of way. Are the fear, like, I don't think it's something where it's like, oh, I regret it, it was morally wrong, you know? Are the fear writers high or something? Very, very. What made you start growing out your hair? You were bald last year, laugh out loud, it looks good. I've been shaving my head since I was like 15. Maybe, yeah, about 15, 16. And as far as growing out my hair, it's just a simple fact of my daughter making comments, you know, like the bald look was cool, and then she's like, Dad, you're old, you're bald. And I was like, I could grow my hair out if I wanted to. And she's like, no, you're old, you're bald. And I was like, fine, I grew my hair out. And then, bro, I just don't want to go to the barbers and get it cut. That's why I shaved my head in the past too. I just don't want to deal with hair. I don't like styling it. I don't like having to worry about it. I like to just shave it and not even, like, plus I got stupid hair. It just lays flat. What am I going to do with it? And then I went and got a haircut. You got to wait a couple months and go back and get another haircut. They got to style it. And then they make you look like you're fucking hot all of a sudden. But then the next morning you wake up and you're like, how did that bitch style my hair? Where I walk out looking like a movie star, but then the next day, you know, I'm back to me again. What the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? It's like Cinderella. It hits midnight. You get out of bed the next morning. You can't make your hair the same way they do. Even if you buy the same fucking gel that they used, for some reason you can't do the same shit. And all she does is like flick her fingers around. She finger fucks my hair, but it doesn't end up looking the same way. It just looks like a wreck. I got like hair poking out over here. I don't know. I just don't want to deal with hair. Karma's going to get me. I'm going to be bald in 5 years. Watch, completely. Damn it. I cannot get into Fear the Walking Dead. You and me both. Are the fear writers... Oh, I already read that. Dwight can't return to The Walking Dead because of the lawsuit. I am sick of hearing that. I like it for a discussion, but I don't know why everyone's bombarding the Dwight video and my messages with Dwight not returning because of a lawsuit. And every single person I ask, give me proof. Prove that. For fun speculation, I would like to bat that idea around. You know, it's like a neat little idea. All right, let's bat that idea around. But everyone says it like it's fact. Bro, where's your proof? Let's, like, come on, man. Because I would love to just put it out there in a video and be like, here's proof, here's why. And the other reason why I get a little frustrated with that is because the stuntman died in, what, episode 7 or 8? Dwight was perfectly fine with a lawsuit already started. The lawsuit started shortly after his death when they were still filming. He filmed fine for the rest of the season. So why all of a sudden it's just not allowed? And I admit there could be room for speculation because it's so weird to take Dwight and put him with Fear the Walking Dead. I mean, maybe it was the lawsuit, but then Why is he allowed to film in Fear the Walking Dead? That doesn't make any sense. Like, not even a little bit of sense. If anyone has any proof, not even a little bit of proof, where something official was said that might hint to that, I would love to know, because that could be something to discuss. But right now, I see that everywhere, and no one has it, like a sliver of proof or a comment or anything. Yo, give me that motherfucking proof, homie. Why do you think Negan can't kill himself but has no problem with Maggie driving a knife through his skull? Bro, I don't know. I mean, you know, it's just that will to live, self-preservation. Like, he just can't do it, but he can let someone else do it. It makes sense to me. I could never kill myself. Like, if there's ever a story where, like, I die of suicide, yo, it's fake. Someone knocked me off. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm killing myself. I don't care how down I am. I can't physically do it. Even if I wanted to die, I just can't do it. I can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just not in me. I look tired as fuck. I am tired. I am exhausted, bro. I've been getting... Listen, there's just so much between the comic, well, between being a parent, living, the comic, the channel. I have a lot prepped. Not only the channel, but I have this channel and then the Ronnie Hayes second channel, which has new content coming out. If you're into the Fortnite stuff, that's on the Ronnie Hayes channel. We got a whole playlist this week for the Ronnie Hayes channel every day with the Fortnite video. I got another channel I'm working on with a relative of mine. He's got gaming content coming out. That's going to be DD Gaming, so I don't know if it's DD Gaming or DD Gaming Vids, but I think it's DD Gaming. Don't worry about that yet. We're going to make an announcement soon. He already put up a couple videos, compilations and stuff, but I'm working on some other stuff, and obviously shipping out the comics. I think I mentioned that, but I'm fucking beat, bro. There's been times where people be like, Ronnie, how do you do it? And this was when I wasn't nowhere near as busy as I am now, and I'm just like, I don't know, I just do it. But now I'm like, yo, I got to schedule timeout days or something because this is crazy. I went to bed like, 5:45 in the morning last night. Ugh. That was my own dumb fault. Last night was my own dumb fault, though. AMC is being sued for multiple reasons. Yes, that is true. Z Nation cancellation and Black Summer on Netflix. I don't know what Black Summer is, but Z Nation cancellation, I did hear about that. Trump wears a toupee. Someone disproved the lawsuit thing because everyone else involved is still working in season 9. Well, I'm still open. I don't think the lawsuit has anything to do with it. Keep in mind, logically, it doesn't make any sense. However, I'm still open to hear any debates with that. I would love to hear it because it could be something, but nothing makes sense that I can think of. Ronnie, I'm going to try to send you a couple bucks in a super chat, but how do you do it? I never done it. And did you see Michonne on Golden Globes tonight? I know you love her. Absolutely gorgeous. I didn't even know there was Golden Globes tonight. I'll see the pictures on Twitter later or tomorrow. They'll put them up. As far as super chat goes, it's at the bottom of the screen. Right here, actually. If you look, yeah, really, what did I do? If you look down here, there's a button that says show your support. You hit that button, and I think it connects to whatever payment process you use. Like, I use PayPal and stuff, so. Your haircut makes you look like Jesse, son Sam. Where's my mommy? Oh, Jesse. Yeah, he had a stupid fucking haircut. I'll get something done later. Trust me. I just don't know what to get, man. I'll go in, buzz the sides, the back, leave a little bit of length up top, I guess. I don't know. So I think the Negan will be the dog to the Whisperers that he was talking about. In the story he told to Judith doing homework time, how do you think, if you remember? I don't remember that story at all. Wasn't that about the dog biting someone and then putting it down? That definitely could work. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they put a hint in there and something he said that's going to come into play later. I'm not doing a mohawk. I already know I look dumb as shit with a mohawk. Whatever happened with that Darabont lawsuit, it's still going on. It's actually going on strong. Yeah, I didn't like Z Nation. Logically, nothing makes sense these days. That is very true. I just got into Fortnite. How did you get that good? Just keep playing. Well, it is tricky, right? Listen, you're never going to be good, I feel, you know, because there's days where, like, we just dropped a 17 bomb or whatever. Everyone we met, even the sweats and the tryhards, we just fucking lasered them, right? It wasn't even doing builds. I kept trapping people. The other day, I just got a double trap kill for the win. And you do, like, these crazy cool things because it's muscle memory. But there's some days where if you just miss your pump shot, even by, like, a little, like, sliver, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? You could do that constantly. There's some days where I'm just like, I just can't do it. You know, I'm screwing up my builds. But the thing is to keep trying. But not only that, what helped me, honestly, is to record my gameplay on the PS4. And every time I die, I would go back and look and see how I died. In all honesty, that has helped me more than anything out there at all. Not only that, when you first start playing the game, if you're not good at building, always practice just doing ramps and walls, ramps and walls. You don't have to do nothing like streamers. They play 10 hours a day. It's insane. So don't even worry about being as good as them. Just, you know, try to make smart moves when you're playing. And your shot has to count. Watch the HBO teaser. There's a Watchmen in Game of Thrones. I'm going to check it out afterwards. Who do you see the next big bad being on The Walking Dead? Oh, bro, I have no idea. We're just getting it. Well, obviously I do. It's the Commonwealth. Maybe. We don't even know who it is from the comic yet, technically. But we should have the Whispers for a while. I'm not even going to theorize. You know, I see no point in trying to look forward that far to the future. For me, that's not fun. Like, we got the Whispers, man. Let's enjoy it. Yes, the dog acted nice until it got around other dogs. I think I remember that a little bit. What did you do for New Year's? I didn't do shit. This New Year's, I didn't do anything. What's up, dude? I live in the UK and it's 4 a.m. I got school tomorrow. Well, go to bed and go to school, man. Where did I put my iced tea? What if Z Nation merges with Fear? I would watch it then. Just for the shit show. Bro, you need to review the Chucky Tiffany 2-pack. I would. If NECA would actually stock my Target. I was going to actually focus on a little bit of NECA this year. One thing I enjoy, I don't think anyone enjoys this, but I dig the, is it the engineering? I dig the engineering in how they put toys together. Like, I'm always looking at the joints and shit like that. No one talks about it, but McFarlane Toys did something that I think is revolutionary that I haven't seen anyone do, and no one talks about it, but I find it just downright awesome. Is if you ever see a door that hinges, remember how you used to have toys when you were little, and when their arms would bend, they would have that like just like indent because it would be a hinge, you know? Obviously, put a hinge, the arm moves. Simple. But now they got ones where they'll do, like I have a Jason on my desk, right? And when you bend his arm, NECA has this little flap here, and it's to cover it up, and it looks neat, but you still have that little hinge. You know what I mean? I'll put them out like that. You still have that little hinge right there. Yeah, you guys, yeah, right there. Perfect. Boom. You get what I'm saying. Well, McFarlane did this style that is so neat when you bend the arm, and it's on the Stranger Things ones. God forbid they do it for The Walking Dead, but when you bend the arm, it doesn't hinge, it rolls. So no matter where you bend the arm, it rolls and looks like, and it's just a piece of plastic with a hinge, but it actually rolls, and these are the newer Stranger Things. It rolls and constantly stays in place, so it always looks like you have an elbow. The stupid little things blow my mind. Like, I love the different joints they got and the different ways they make these damn toys. One reason is obviously I would love to make toys of our comic years from now. That would be so cool. So I'm always looking at what's the best ones, articulation or little articulation, what type of articulation, and you know what ways they get around certain joints and yada yada yada. But I found what McFarlane did. If they would just cut the bullshit and make figures like NECA does with detail and articulation, my God, they would be on another level. But back to the NECA. I was going to cover some more. because I'm interested in it. Obviously, I love having, instead of like a Michael Myers poster on the wall, I love having like a little Michael Myers that looks like you ripped him right out of the movie. I got him on my shelf, and he's just sitting here chilling with his head turned to the side. I actually have all of the horror slashers here. I love it. Looks so cool. But NECA doesn't stock my Target. I got 4 in my area, and not a damn one. Will you shut up? Not a damn one has anything. Not the Chucky Tiffany 2-pack I was going to review. Not the Thermal Predator, which there's no way I'm going to see that because it's a Target exclusive, and assholes are putting it on eBay for like $60 or $50. It's insane. It's overpriced at $30 in my opinion, the way it is. But just, I would love to review it. I honestly would. But there's no way I'm getting a hold of it anytime soon. And I'm not paying $15, whatever they want for shipping. I'm not doing it. Because if you buy it from NECA, you have to pay $15. But I'm just not. And it's on principle. Just because, $15, just because they're not stocking the Targets in my area, it's just absurd. It's absurd. Do you watch Bird Box, and did you like it? I watched it. I put up a review. I'm in the middle. Some parts I liked, some parts I didn't like. I'd never watch it again, though, unless some really, pretty chick talked me into it. Ronnie, how do you think Carl would have been like in Season 9 without Rick? Would you be interested in knowing how he would have been? No. If the actor genuinely was perfecting his craft as an actor, I would have given it a shot. But I think he had enough time to perfect his craft better than he did. And I don't mean to shit on him. He's a young kid and all. But at the end of the day, 1 million people would love to be in you. You won the lottery. They just picked you as a kid and you were in this show. Like, damn, you already have an awesome life. Just make the best of it. But I honestly thought a lot of his acting there, it just was too weak. And I think that has to do with winning the lottery. You got picked as a kid, so there's no need. There's no need to better your craft. You're in the big show. You got it handed to you. So it depends on the actors and if they're going to get better at the acting, because some of the lines it didn't hit at all. I don't have a workout playlist right now. I got to start working out, though. The only interesting part of the Dwight crossover is a scene between Dwight and Daniel sharing their experience of their involvement in war. Thoughts? I don't really find that interesting. I mean, it'd be cool to see, you know what I mean? But, no. I don't find anything about it interesting. Yo, I am so garbage at Fortnite. No matter how I play, my 9-year-old is better than me. Listen, go into the playgrounds. Shoot at a mailbox, build a wall ramp. Jump off it, shoot at a street sign, build a wall ramp. Shoot and build and shoot and build and shoot and build. And do that for a few days. I mean, that's extreme, but I did it for like 15, 20 minutes. And then do other things like practice building some ramps and stuff. And that's all you need for casual gameplay. If you're trying to be a pro, then just snort a lot of freaking Coke and Adderall and have at it. But when it comes to Fortnite, a lot of it is not just building but blocking shots. So there's a lot of wins where I shoot someone and immediately put up a wall before I get hit. That plays a heavy role whether you're going to live or die. So just practice that. Shotguns are so bad right now, too, because you'll laser somebody. I mean, laser the shit out of them, and they'll just run through your bullets. They'll get close enough and one pump you for over 200. I think it makes a part of the game just dog shit, to be honest. I have a Chucky Tiffany 2-pack from McFarlane Toys. It's my horror video. Love it. It's also signed by McFarlane. Yeah, I know they made McFarlane ones back in the day. I got the Chucky by NECA, the newer one, Chucky Alone. He's really cool. It's this guy. I put Juliet's in a box. I think mine's in a box. Yeah, this is mine. I had one I put in a box because it looks like from the movie, how he bought him in the box. And then Juliet has hers sitting on a pumpkin right here. It's just sitting. Whatever, bro. That's why I don't touch my toys. Juliet has hers sitting on the Michael Myers pumpkin that lights up. I'll put that back. She'll never know. just throwing out an idea. Is there any chance you could start the live streams at 9? No. Maybe when The Walking Dead is not here once in a while we can play around with time. I just didn't want to confuse people. But when The Walking Dead is on, it starts at 9. So there's just no way we can do it. But I left it at 10:30 just to not confuse people, especially people who are subscribing recently. But when The Walking Dead comes back, we have to keep it at 9. When it's not at 9, if you guys don't mind, I would like to start a little early sometimes. Because like tonight, we definitely, I know I say it all the time, but we definitely have to shut it down at a normal time because I got a bed coming tomorrow. First thing in the morning. I'm excited about it. I haven't had a bed in years, so this is going to be on and popping. And it's not just any bed. This bed is fantastic. I went up to a vacation in Myrtle Beach, one of my uncle's friends, and I slept in this bed that was just, my God. And I woke up the next day, and I even looked up the make of the bed. And it was like $1,200 or something ridiculous. It's definitely over $1,000. And I was like, yep, forget that. There's no way I'm buying this bed. And then long story short, my uncle was talking to me last week and he was like, yeah, we had to, I got that bed from the room, but we're moving it out. We got to move the other stuff in. I'm like, oh, that's, small talk. Where are you moving it to? Whoop-de-whoop. And he's like, well, I don't know yet. We got to get rid of it because we have our own beds and they're moving, yada, yada, yada. And he said, why, do you want it? And I was like, nah, you're shitting me, right? Because it's an expensive bed, but I guess the guy got new beds. So, and it was in a vacation home, so it's not like a bed that's used every day. It was in a spare room. It's barely used. And since we stayed there, it's still barely used. It's like a brand new mattress, a bed set. And I was like, are you shitting me? My uncle said, I'll even bring it over because they got to unload it anyway. I was like, yo, bro. I had an issue with my back. I had a back injury, not like a drug dealer says it, or not drug dealer, but a druggie. Every druggie has a back problem. They go to ER, but like a legitimate thing injured my back. So I had an older bed, but it just messes my back up. So this bed is one I slept on all weekend, and it was like heaven. I can't wait for that. So anyway, Ronnie, here to inform you, if you didn't already know, it's Norman Reedus' birthday. Hope he becomes the last man standing. I didn't know that. The old G.I. Joes from the 80s had a special joint that made them look like elbows and knees. I didn't know that either. I had a lot of G.I. Joes. That's all I played with when I was like 6. Loved them. Meow Cat Bissy. What's the funniest, stupidest thing you've done while drunk or high? I don't think I could remember all the funniest, stupidest things. I'll come up with some crazy ones. Well, the all-time dumbest is being drunk and letting my friend drive drunk. That was the all-time dumbest. That was the time we got in a bad car accident. And it was the only time we ever did that because we always had a strict policy. Like, even when I was younger, I'm not killing anybody in a car. That's just some coward shit. So we always parked, got drunk as shit, and then slept in the city somewhere where we could walk around friend's house to friend's house. One time we got caught out in the country, and I was buzzed, but I wasn't like shit-faced, and my friend was way drunker than he let on, and he didn't know the back roads, and I did, and he just floored it. We went over a cliff. That was terrible. But being drunk or high, I got in a mini high-speed police chase. That was probably the stupidest thing. But what was funny about it is everyone on the block was smoking PCP. That's wet, for anyone who doesn't know. It's like angel dust, I guess. But my friend, one of my friends, was trying to be led away by this heavy-set chick who was determined to take him home. It was funny. And he was a good-looking kid, too, and she was, like, determined. I went to drop off the dude who had the wiggles, we called it, and then when I was coming back, I think I blew through a stop sign, and there was a cop a couple blocks away, and he hit his lights, and I got stuff on me, so I bust down an alleyway, and I see his lights take the turn. So we go down a number of different alleyways, and I park the car and get out, and I seen him just coming down another alleyway. It was pretty crazy at the time, but I'm going to shorten the story. It was wicked, too, because we're talking like around corners and going down, because if you know certain cities where they have street, and then they got street. So every 5 feet you have an alleyway to turn into, so it's like a little grid. And I'm just watching the lights bounce off at every corner trying to get away. So I parked the car by a church/funeral area, jump out, run, and my buddy's like, bro, I'm lost. Keep in mind, he's 5 feet away from the block where we all hang out, and he's like, 100 feet away from his own house, and he's lost. That's how stoned he was. Well, he was on PCP, so it's another level of stoned. But anyway, so I catch up to him, I find him, and this chick is like trying to lure him back to her crib, straight up on some creepy shit, yo. It didn't even seem kosher. It was just weird. Even her attitude and whatever, she was like, no, I'm taking him home. I'm trying to take him home. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I grew up with him. I'm not just some random dude, because I had to walk up to them. And she's like, no, this way. Just come up here. Oh, up here. And he don't live down there. And I didn't live down there. It's not like he gave her wrong directions. That was some of the stupid shit we did. But, yo, Hayes, mad love from Baltimore, brother. With the Rick trilogy taking place during a 6-year time skip. Yeah, it will take place during a time skip, I believe. If alpha means early development and beta means close to final stage, do you think the character name Omega could appear because it means final product? No, that's not. No, you're talking like computer language. No, unless I got this wrong, and I could, but alpha means the dominant, you know? Beta means the followers are submissive, you know? That's simply put. I think what you're talking about is like a programming language. Like if you're making a game, it's in alpha stage, you know, and then beta comes out when people are testing it and whatever, customers, new customers, a small limited amount. But as far as the alpha and beta, the way it's set up here, the alpha is the supreme leader of them all. You know what I mean? The dominant one. What is the best movie you have ever seen? I don't know if there is a movie that's just simply the best, in my opinion. We need to pressure Naughty Dog into making a license for The Last of Us. NECA told me that there is no license. And hey, bro, PM me on Facebook if you need thermal. Fugitive, mine's full. Bro, Nick Harrison, send me a PM, bro. I'm trying to review that shit. Listen, I'm writing your name down. You better not be bullshitting either. I'm writing your name down. I'm going to hunt you down and find you. Yeah, but if anyone, we have and it does help, honestly. We have the P.O. box. I got the address down in the video description. It helps if you send me a message too, but if you want something reviewed, I'll do my best, but just send it to the P.O. box. And keep in mind, if it's something wild and weird, like here's a weird toy that I found from NECA from like 1996, that's a weird creature. You know, we might not have time to break it down into this big, you know, extravaganza. But if you want it showcased on the channel and reviewed, yeah, you can send it in. And I could, like, if you wait for me to review the 2-pack Chucky, it might take a month. It might take a week, depending on how lucky I get. But if somebody was like, because we've had a couple people be like, I want this reviewed now, and they send it right in. If you're even interested in something like that, just hit me up. I have no problems. It's not like I'm going to tell you no, you know, because I get the figure free to review, and then I could throw it on the shelf. I'm not going to yell at you for that. But yeah, Nick, I will be hitting you up to try to holler at the thermal. And to make sure I didn't confuse the two, no, Nick, I don't want it for free. Hit me up. I'll pay for it because I am trying to hunt it down. Just simply to put it on the shelf. I think it looks cool as shit because it's supposed to look like the first poster, and I wanted to put it up with a mini poster. I'll show some of you. Bruh, if you don't back the fuck up with those alerts. You know, I can't even show you. I had a picture here. You guys could look it up if you're interested. It's a Predator. It's on the DVD cover. It's how he looks in the thermal. Yeah, but we need to pressure Naughty Dog. Yo, I sent a... This is cool, though. This is real cool. I sent a tweet out to NECA and Neil Druckmann. And I told Neil Druckmann, I was like, listen, I heard you once say that you wanted a female character that girls can look up to that wasn't sexualized. And that was a heavy influence on making Ellie. And I was like, my daughter is, 9 years old. Ellie is her all-time favorite female character in anything. And every Christmas for the past, 4 years, no bullshit, zero bullshit, Juliet asks me for some type of Ellie or Joel or Ellie and Joel. Ellie mostly, that's preferred. But any actual toy, not like statues, not something that she can't mess around with, not like Funko Pops or those weird ones they came out with. And I was like, is there any chance? She wants an actual toy. I bought her a couple of the Fortnite toys. She freaking loves them. She loves moving them around and stuff. So an actual toy. Yo, do you know Neil Druckmann retweeted that or favorited that? I forget what it was. Within seconds. I don't know how he was he must have been like on the phone, or maybe his assistant was like on the phone, or maybe that's how they have it in the office. They have it like pulled up on the computer, but they hit it up immediately. So that gave me a little bit of hope. Like maybe they will, because imagine in Christmas of 2019, I could buy Juliet and myself. I shit you not, I'll buy one. It'll go right here. It's obviously got to go there. But imagine from NECA, yo, that would be on and popping, because it would look crazy cool. Anyway. Which movies have you watched more than 10 times? I've watched a ton of movies. The Thing, Liar Liar, Dutch. I'm sorry. I don't like North Carolina. I hate it. Lori Markham, thank you very much for the $2 dono. I've never had, like, allergy problems, but something about North Carolina, man. Sometimes I feel like I'm borderline got some type of allergy going on. Sometimes I get stuffed up, like not sick, but just feel like breathing ain't not your breathing ain't right, but it's just you feel like the itchy eyes and the, you know what I'm saying, like allergy stuff. My brother gets it bad too. I mean, damn, my nephew, he gets clobbered with allergies. I feel bad for the kid. It's terrible. Are you an alpha or a beta? Oh, it depends. Listen, I will have I have no problem. We'll talk. That's loaded. I was gonna go into a whole nother thing, but let's stay on topic because we don't have much time to go. Do you think that Eugene will eventually confess his love to Rosita? He sounded like he was kind of close. I think that's going to play some part into what's coming up, sure. Whereas Delta and Omega, will they have additional characters to fit the story? Can't just be Alpha and Beta. Yeah, again, guys, I think I think it's just simply Alpha and Beta. There's many different things. I know the Army uses it, and I don't pay attention to all the different whatever, but I know some of it is in, like I talked about, video game language and you know, video game engineering and shit like that. But this is simply whatever different definition. It's simply Alpha and Beta, as in Alpha is the leader, the dominant one. Let me see what the definition of Alpha is fully. Alpha refers to a dominant person or their behavior, especially with respect to society, yada yada yada, hypermasculine. Other people see it right into the small sad, insecure side. Oh, okay. Really? Alpha female, beta male. Alright, so yeah, it's just simply that definition. It is the dominant one, the hypermasculine one, the leader. So it doesn't break down into all those other things that are used. Which one of the Die Hard movies were your favorite? Probably Die Hard 1, but I'm a sucker for Die Hard 3. It's got a lot of problems, but I love the back and forth between Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis. So Die Hard 3 is a favorite, but I love 1 so much. That reminds me of the story my uncle had when he got shot, straight up having some drugs and the cops having to get him. He got shot. That sucks. Another channel. Wait. What? Another channel speculates about the lawsuit with Dwight all the time. He yells at his followers. Laugh my ass off. Oh my god. They don't even say names. I don't even want to know. Do you think Dwight White would have to fight right in with the new storyline for this season? Fit right in. I think I read that wrong. Dwight would have to fit right in with the new storyline for. He's got to fit in no matter what. He's got to fit in no matter what. Who was the better Spider-Man? Holland for sure. All day easy. He looks like you know, what I see as Peter Parker. You know what I mean? But he also has that better charisma, I feel, for the role. I'm not a big fan of Tobey Maguire, but he didn't do terrible, you know. I'm writing a new post-apocalyptic story, recently released part 1. Would love to get your feedback on it if you have some time. It's gonna have to wait a bit. I'll be honest with you. It's gonna have to wait a little bit. Right now, it's just a real bad time. But if you give it a bit, we'll see about it. just keep me, just come back, in a little bit of time and bring it up again, because I'm not going to be able to remember like at a specific time. Oh, hey, remember that? Have you ever been out of the country? No. I've been to Mexico. That's about it. Never overseas. Mexico's as far as I got to anywhere outside the United States. And that still, technically counts, but not really. Did you like the new Halloween movie? Wait, I've been to Canada, but again, to me that doesn't count because it's fucking connected. You know what I mean? Did you like the new Halloween movie? Yeah, yeah, and no. It's got a little problems. I made a review, I think, but I liked it enough to buy the Blu-ray when it comes out. I'll pick it up. I'll watch it again. I don't downright hate it. I think it needed some work. Alpha Dog was a good movie. It was, but I got so mad. Yo. Alpha Dog's that one where they lure that kid up into the mountains and kill him. I forget why they killed him. It was based on a true story or something, but I've known little punk bitches like that who just try to do some thug life shit that just were so fucking stupid. They do some real dumb shit. Just trying to, goddamn scumbags. I would have loved to hit every one of them in the head, the back of the head with a shovel and just fucking leave them there. Weren't they trying to get a ransom? Fucking degenerates. Yeah, that's some bitch. That's some bitch shit right there. Whisperers aren't supposed to have names. They live like animals. That's why it's only alpha and beta. Yeah, correct. They don't have names. Rosita needs to give Eugene a little of that too. Yeah. If your comic was turned into a TV series and you could pick one past or present actor, actress to be a part of the cast, who would it be? Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul, actually. He was originally the design for Tristan, believe it or not. I think it got turned around differently because Tristan now, I believe, is a little taller than Aaron Paul, and he's got more of a square chin than Aaron Paul does. But Tristan's original design, or reference images, I sent over different reference images, and Aaron Paul was my idea because I wanted someone who is not your casual, good-looking, tough, big. Like Tristan's still skinny, to some degree. He's got a little bit of muscle, obviously, because he's got a certain specific past. But I wanted Aaron Paul, someone you would look at and you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, he could be the leader. Just an everyday guy. I didn't want a cop, obviously, besides The Walking Dead. I didn't want a cop or a doctor or anyone in, like a lawyer. I didn't want anyone in a profession. I wanted an everyday dude that's just living, either a bartender, either a delivery driver. It didn't matter. Obviously, I didn't pick that because Glenn was, but I went with bartender because it is relatable with anyone who's working that random job either at Target or Walmart, McDonald's. I mean, it fits any random shit. You're doing different things, but it's not a job you go into where you're like, I'll make this a permanent career. You can last a good long time being a bartender, and in certain situations, there's good money to be had, even as a guy bartender. When I was bartending, I made good money. Just having a certain charisma, there was times where I pulled in close to what the chicks were getting, and they got tipped hella good. But some people, I don't know, they tip weird when it comes to that. Some people will go nuts, just tipping chicks like crazy. Some people will stiff the chicks. They'll be like, you stuck up hot bitch, fuck you, like on some hater shit. And then they tip me a 20 or something. I'll be like, that's crazy. Are you impressed with how well The Walking Dead is doing despite Rick leaving? Yeah, I think it's always gonna. You're always gonna miss Rick, but it's doing really good right now. Did you hear about the Die Hard 6 being a prequel movie? Die Hard is dead with me. Did you lose Salty Tanya? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you like Tropic Thunder movie? That's one of my favorites. I laughed at that. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember I liked it. I didn't hate it. You think we will ever get our shirtless scene with Negan? No, they didn't do it yet. They could when he changes, but I don't see that. You know, it's just not something I don't think they'd put in. They could, but I don't think so. Have you seen Venom yet? Not yet. I wanted to buy the Steelbook because the Steelbook was sexy, but I think I bought the Predator instead. Which the Predator probably is a worse movie, but I love that image on it. Will you make a video about the Breaking Bad movie? Yes, when we get more information. Oh my god, I love Aaron Paul. Please tell me you dig Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. Aaron Paul's not tough enough to play Tristan. No, probably not. Ronnie kind of reminds me of Aaron Paul. My grandfather thought we were a lot alike. Because back at that time when it came out, I was, similar looking, really thin, baggy clothes. I weigh 180 pounds now, though, so I don't look anything like Aaron Paul. I need to lose some weight. Thoughts on the show constantly killing off characters, still be alive, or that survive longer in the comics? It's a healthy mix. I think some character deaths are uncalled for, some are sloppy. I don't like Sasha's, not the death itself, but her, storming in and then it not showing it, and then she's captured. Just yuck, Besides bartending, what other jobs have you had? We'd be here forever. I've done so much, it's not even funny. I'll do a video if anyone's interested. Yeah, I'll add that. We got a whole list of personal videos just to get to know me a little bit better. And some of it, I'm sure a lot of you guys go through as well. But I've had so many, it's not even close to being funny. I mean, it's not even close. It's just not. I've done everything from working to a nursing home to do marketing with a marketing company, which the easiest money I've ever made in my life is with marketing. There's so much, we got paid mad money to just walk around a racetrack and hand out pens, like amazing.com or some stupid shit like that. We got paid good for just dumb shit. Doing the Pepsi challenge. I did the Pepsi challenge back in the day. That was funny because you'd always get, in certain areas, you'd always get this like a hick, like a redneck type, talking all this shit like he's hard about soda. Like, yep, I fucking got this, and he's got his girlfriend and his buddies. So then when I did the test, I switched them because he talks so much shit. I know he's going to pick Pepsi. I know it because I can easily pick which is Pepsi or which is Coke. And I switched it on him, and then he drank it, and he was like, that's Pepsi, and then I did a reveal like, oh, you're wrong, you sad little bitch, get the fuck out of here, And then he'd be like, oh, no way, just fucking, I just trolled him. But anyway, I did so much. I don't even have time right now to go through all of them. But I did everything. Except for work at fast food joint. I never worked at a fast food joint. I've worked at restaurants before. I was one of the lead line cooks or whatever at a steakhouse a little bit. In high school, I was a janitor in high school. Fuck that job, though. Fuck that job hard. Did you hear that Michael Cutlets accidentally spilled the beans that he's going to be returning in either at The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead? No, I honestly didn't hear that. If it was this week, though, or this weekend, I've been away a little bit off of news. Just getting some stuff prepped. All right, we're going to have to be finishing up. We hit our hour mark. I really want to sit and chat. You guys know me. What the fuck was that? Oh, no, that's not what he said. Hold on a second. Yeah, I gotta tell my buddy hit me up. I can tell him I'm live streaming, because that way it doesn't beep in your ear again. For those interested, though, in gaming stuff, Resident Evil 2's coming out. That's going to be on... We'll probably do a showcase on this channel, but that's going to be on the Ronnie Hayes channel. And if you are interested in the Fortnite videos that we put up on this channel, there's new ones on the Ronnie Hayes channel. That's where they're going to go. There is a mix. There's half the people here hate Fortnite and half the people love Fortnite. So instead of throwing it down... everyone's face, whether you love it or hate it, it's just on the second channel, and the second channel is just whatever anyway. So when I have the big compilation videos of Fortnite, they'll be on this channel. But when I have just the daily gameplay, daily videos, progress, stuff like that, I got some funny videos too, and some compilations. Like I just played a game and I got a no scope I think probably for the first time. I don't try for those, but with a heavy sniper rifle, and it's the winning kill in the duos game, so that was pretty cool. I'm going to put those videos on the Ronnie Hayes channel, so check that out if you guys are interested. What else we got? TV Negan is too skinny for a topless scene, probably. Trying to get other people. I see Charizard got 5,000 comments here. Let me try to find other people. I'm not dodging you, buddy. It's just got to give other people some shine. Mohan Singhal with a $5 dono. Can you give us a quick review on the older Hellboy movies, and can you give us your thoughts on the new Hellboy trailer? Listen, I like Ron Perlman, who played the older Hellboy. I've never been interested in Hellboy as a franchise or a property or a character at all in my life. I did watch a scene recently because of the new movie coming out from the old Hellboy, and I liked it. It was one where he punched this fog guy and his outfit like fell and the fog guy like died, or it looked like he did. That was funny because then the fog guy hit him in the face with the drawer. I laughed at that. I might actually go back and check out Hellboy because it actually looks interesting. The new Hellboy, he looks ugly as fuck. And I like the guy who plays in Stranger Things. Like, I liked his energy, his charisma, and his character. I liked him a lot. And then he goes to an awards show and he says just some dumb shit. Like, I'm the kind of regular dude who I don't want to hear rich, famous people talking about the world and how much better we need to make it. Like, just fucking entertain us and shut the fuck up. Especially at an awards show. You guys are giving yourselves awards. You're going to stop and just talk to the rest of the world like you're... Get the fuck out of here. Just, that shit triggered me. And I don't even know what it was about. And I'm not like a Trump supporter. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Clinton either. I'd never vote for that bitch. Fuck no. Hell the fuck no. I wouldn't vote for either one of them. It's just a bad choice either way. But what the fuck you gonna do? That shit was rigged in the beginning any fucking how. Not rigged in that way. It was just the way it was set up with her running and all the other political bullshit going. You needed a multimillionaire to come in and take the show over. It was just like the perfect storm. So what are you gonna do? The best we can hope is, the USA isn't shattered by the time we get a different president in there. Hopefully a president that can actually do something. Not saying Trump's not doing anything. Not saying he is doing anything. I haven't been paying attention just because it's fucking stupid. But his Hellboy, it just looks bad. It just looks terrible, man. Some of it looks neat. But some of the jokes, some of the whatever, but I want to like him. I don't want to shit on him, but to me it just looks bad. And not just looks bad like CGI looks bad. Like Ron Perlman's Hellboy looked kind of cool, but this guy's Hellboy looks kind of ugly. Not like ugly, scary ugly, like badass ugly. He just kind of looks ugly. Maybe I need to see it play out a little more. I don't know. Just don't know. All right, last few questions here. Hey, Ronnie, how did the one walker eat Laurie's entire body? That was just dumb. That was just so dumb. They didn't want a bloody, gory Laurie moment, but they decided to cover it up by having her disappear and one walker, like, ate her raw. That was just terrible. That was just so bad. Whoever made that decision, it was probably the showrunner who got fired, but that was a horrible, 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 horrible. Do I really look that bad? I am exhausted tonight, so if I look like hell, that's why. For anyone new coming, our stock for the comics are in. We are shipping them out. We have the prep for the channel, the new content. I'm helping my cousin with a gaming channel for YouTube and Twitch. That is going to connect with other channels I'm connecting with. It's kind of like an umbrella, like a map umbrella, where we have a little cluster of channels doing different things. We get one that does news, one that does sports. We got one for gaming, and it's all kind of like a map family of content creators. I got a lot going on, and then I'm also trying to schedule certain things with some interviews and stuff. It's just, there's so much that is rolling out, and I did keep my word. There has been constant content. Ronnie Hayes is going to be the one getting content every single day, and it's the Fortnite gameplays. The map channel will get off and on depending on what's out. Like, I know we have something, Map Mail on Monday. I know we have the Scar video, I think, on Tuesday. I also want to get up the Deeper Into. I'm excited to finally post the Deeper Into of 905, I think it is. And then Some other stuff I won't mention just because I don't want people expecting something to come tomorrow and it's not, you know. I dislike the sound of my own voice a lot. Recently got my first Predator figure because of you. Take a walk with me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at that. That's all I got. That's all I can reach right now. I got this little Predator Funko. All of my Predators are behind me. I got this guy. How do you not want... I mean, look, this is for a movie monster design. How is this not fucking epic? You got like this primitive tribe, like fucking like a cloth. I mean, look at it. He's got a laser cannon. And then he's got a cloth. He's got an ass cloth. And then he's got like fish netting. It's part Native American, part stripper, part fucking Star Wars or Star Trek, part my ex-wife, like fucking ugly face, you ugly motherfucker. That was a joke. I don't have an ex-wife, but baby mama, how's that? Burn, bitch. You got nails. Like, look at these nails and claws. And you got this arm piece that it's like a fucking bomb. And then you got knives here. Like, just, my God. I wish I could take his mask off. This used to light up. I don't know what I did. The fuck knows. But, yeah, look at that for a movie monster. Why would you not want a couple of them? I'm never going to get sick of Predator. Just looking at that. Fucking hard, bro. Fucking hard. Recently got... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Who do you think could play Bruce Willis? Nobody. Do you think they will ever make a Last of Us movie? I hope not at this point. Maybe in a few years. Is Daryl straight or asexual? People really want Daryl in a relationship. I think he's... Well, asexual is just not, being interested in sex right now. Just because he's asexual for a few years doesn't mean he's not going to get turned on by someone at some future point in time. So I think we need to put him with somebody eventually. It only makes sense. As the years go on, I mean, come on. Michael Cutlets hated where they shot out the window in 801. Yeah, I heard about that. Don't think you look bad. I appreciate that, Gigi. Is it Gigi or Gigi? What is your worst thing you ever did to someone? Shot him. No, that wouldn't be the worst. Looking for something. I smashed someone's fingers with a hammer one time. That was fucking interesting. Why are you asking such personal questions? Yeah, I don't know. Why are you? We'll save that for the personal videos. No one wants to hear that shit. When can you expect the BB video? When can we expect the BB video? Which BB video? Listen, I'm not doing any Breaking Bad video until they release specific information. There's not a lot out right now, so just wait, I'm not doing anything until they release that. I have my own little Breaking Bad video, and that'll probably be out sometime in the end of February, maybe March. It could come earlier, though. If I get some things done, it could come earlier, but this way you guys expect it then, and you might get a treat earlier than then, but I got 4 or 5 more episodes to get through, and then I can finish the script, tighten it up, and then get it. I'm working on it, but it's funny. It's not a long, in-depth video, but there's a lot of moving pieces I got to really break down. It's ridiculous. Meow Cat Bissy, part Native American, part stripper, part Star Wars, part my ex-wife. That was a joke. I don't have an ex-wife, Ronnie. Yeah, I like that quote. What the fuck are you doing, computer? It's like, hey, update your shit that you don't even have. I always thought that someone had went down there and took Lori's body to bury it. No, they played it off like in an interview, they said, I think it was Greg Nicotero, said they didn't want it all gross and gory for Lori at that time. Gross and gory for Lori. Hey, Ronnie, the other day, me and my dad were on the road and saw a funny truck with the name Badcock and More, and we were laughing about it more and more part. Oh, and more. Oh, Badcock, I get it, and more. In science, asexual means you reproduce by cloning yourself. I laughed my ass off. Well, what's the one that is where you're just not interested? Asexual. What's the one where you're just not interested in having sex without sexual feelings? Yeah, it's asexual. Without sexual feelings or associations. And then it says in biology, not involving the fusion of gametes. So yeah, a person who has no sexual feelings or desires is the adjective. And then in biology, wait, no, that's a noun. Adjective is without sexual feelings or associations. It doesn't matter. That's right. You're both right. No, that wouldn't be the worst. I got that from... I didn't invent that myself. I got that from... is it Goodfellas? It's not Goodfellas. Where he got the guy's head in a vice. No! It was Casino! That's it! It was Casino. Robert De Niro. They bring the guy in and they start smacking his hand with the hammer. That was brutal, bro. That was fucking brutal. He owed me money. Why not? Wait, here's a funny one. Someone said, why did you smash his fingers in with a hammer? First off, what makes you think it was him? No, first off, no. Never mind, I screwed up the joke. But the question, why would you smash someone's fingers in? And the best response would be, why not? Have you ever watched The Americans? No. Total Knockout? I haven't seen that yet. Is Carol supposed to be his mommy or girlfriend? I get confused. It's kind of like a best bud that he can probably bang after Ezekiel bites the dust. You know? Really like your videos. Thanks for sharing, bro. No problem, Ryan. Thanks for everyone coming here and showing some support. All right, let's get ready to shut it down. Could we get a neat little... Wait, that's a noun. I was just reading the thing. It said adjective, and then it said what it was, and then it said the same definition and said it was a noun. And for a second there, I didn't realize. It confused me. And then I realized what they were doing, and I said, oh, I get it. The way it was on the website. Anyway. I think Melissa McBride is beautiful. What are you guys talking about? Do you think they're building something with bringing the crossovers to Fear the Walking Dead and taking Rick away to bring them all back for a series finale? I hope not, and I know you hate this also. Well, the problem is I don't think Rick is ever going to come back. They would have to go into some kind of movie event. The tricky thing about that is you don't want to go into a movie event if it's not the finale of all of it. And they won't do a finale of all of it because they still want to make money off it. Keep in mind, this isn't someone making a story just for the sake of telling a great story. These are people who are now getting increasingly wealthy off of this. They're not just going to stop. I hear this all the time where people say they're just going to shut it down. They're writing it just to close out the story. And that's just simply not the case. This is a money-making machine. If you had a machine in your house that printed money, and maybe it got dusty, and dirty, beat up a little bit, but it's still printing money, just not as fast. Would you just throw it out or shut it down? No. You're just going to dust it off and then keep printing that money, baby, you know? Have you ever robbed a store or stole something? Yeah, we robbed some shit. Listen, last story, and then we got to shut it down, but true shit story. We seen this dude come out his crib. We were watching like an intersection next to like a gas station, and I was young back then. So this dude comes out, goes into the gas station, and we seen a couple marks in the gas station. So this dude comes out of the gas station, he gets in the middle of the intersection, and we all pull our ratchets, and we're like, all right, give me your shit, yada yada yada. This guy's shook. I mean, straight shook. So he empties out his pockets, and he's got like bullshit in him, like a set of keys. He don't even got a wallet, right? And I'm with two of my neighborhood friends at the time, so I picked up on what happened almost instantly, and I laughed about it. My buddy got real mad. I think he was a little bit nervous, but I thought it was hilarious because the dude drops like his keys, batteries, 2 AA batteries, and then he had like nothing, like a napkin. It was nothing, but no wallet. Now keep in mind, he bounced out his crib, went into the gas station, came out, and he dropped batteries and like tissue paper and fucking keys and shit like that. And my one buddy was trying to be a hard ass, and I just told him, all right, pick up your jacket. I put the gun away. I'm like, pick up your jacket, pick up your shit, get going. And my one boy was just pissed about it. And I knew immediately. There was no wallet, no money. This dude was just watching TV at home. Probably had the fucking munchies, smoked a joint or blunt or something. Went to the gas station and stole batteries, Because who would have 2 AA batteries? No wallet, no money, no whatever. So this dude goes, steals batteries, come out the joint just for people to jump out of like some bush to hold them up. And like that was just stupid and ridiculous. But I think that's some chump shit. There was, I know there was a lot of shit going on in the neighborhood then, and you know, that was just the thing to do. But I quickly learned I'm not that type of dude. That's some punk shit. Like I'm not into robbing people. That's just not. I don't know. And again, this is a long, long time ago. I was young. I don't even think I was driving then. No, maybe I was. I probably was about 17, maybe. But real quick, I don't respect that at all. I think that's some punk shit. But we do have to. Would you rather have one tooth or no finger? Would you rather have one tooth or one finger? Ouch, what kind of fucked up question is that? I'd rather have one tooth. Fuck it. I don't care how I look. I could replace my teeth. I can't replace my fingers. I need my fingers, baby. You know? Not for what you think. I know your mind was going to a dirty place, but I'm just saying when I'm driving, I need to flip people off. Well, wait, I get to keep one finger. I might be all right. I don't know yet. All right. I'm going to get going. Have I watched Truth or Dare? No, I haven't watched that. That didn't look good to me. I had to pass on that. Award shows, F off, not one award for Andrew. Yeah, he needs an award. Doing a Blu-ray DVD collection. Oh, yeah, Joe Cool, you're very welcome. Thank you for doing a Blu-ray DVD collection. I've been getting asked that all of 2018, so I figure we'll get it out of the way. And don't forget, at the end of the year, every year in January, at the end of the month, every month in January, I think, it's the end of January, yeah. We do the comic collection video. It's been a few years now, so this year it's probably going to be 2 videos at least. But the first one, the Walking Dead one, will definitely be long, and I don't know the best way to do it yet because it's just like pull them out of the box maybe and just show them and zip right through each box. But there's some new ones. Some Matt Mail ones came in that I'm saving for that, so keep an eye out for that. And then don't forget the Ronnie Hayes channel, and keep an eye out for an announcement either on that channel or this channel where we're going to start partnering with my cousin's YouTube channel coming up. He's going to have Fortnite and other stuff. He does football games. He's got a lot of different games he's going to play. And I'm going to try to do the Resident Evil because that's coming out at the end of January. I'll do like a showcase here, but also on the Ronnie Hayes one. And if you guys wouldn't mind checking out some of the older Ronnie Hayes videos, they're not old, but they're like this past week or next week. I need to get the watch time up. It's going to be a few months yet before I can get any revenue on that channel to start helping out with the videos over there, but it's going to be a while. We're so far away, but any help watching the videos helps because we have the subscribers, but we don't have the watch time, and that's what you need in order to start running ads on the channel. So if anyone's interested in helping out, that would be a big help. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss anyone who gave to the super chat. I think I see one already. Yeah, how did I miss these? Kimberly Smith with a $5 dono. I am really, really sorry. I missed. Please say hi to Juliet for me. I will. She's back in school now, so she's going to be ducking and dodging the live streams unless she wakes up or something like that. So have a good night, and we definitely recommend his Friday the 13th video on Ronnie Hayes' channel. Yeah, if you're interested in that, I did one that I will break down into a smaller version when I rewrite. I'm planning on rewriting the script, but as I rewrite it, because I rewrite a reboot script for Friday the 13th franchise, as I rewrite it, I'm going to write it to be a reboot, but I'm also changing some things to make it like an original map script, and we're going to keep like a slasher. Maybe years down the line we can get funded and film our own slasher, paying respect to like the 80s Jason or 80s slasher horror. I think that would be fun as hell, but not in like a cheesy way, in a really cool way. I think that would be exciting. But do your friends and family know you're a famous YouTuber? Yeah, everyone knows. Not the famous part. Just a YouTuber. Do they watch your videos? Yeah, some of them watch specific ones. And as far as the only thing that's ever popped up fame-wise that was interesting is one of my relatives, I think it was one of my cousins, saw that I was in the top 10 famous Ronnies in I forget what it was. It was the top 10 famous Ronnies or the top 10 famous people from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I think I got to check. It was like I'm number 4 for the top famous Ronnies, Ronny, and then I was number 10 or number 11 for the top famous people from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I thought that was fun, but it's only a little, whatever. Anyhow, I'm not famous. It was just, more known because of social media, so they added me to the list. But I thought it was neat, but there's a bunch of serial killers on there too, which is weird. I think there's a couple. Anyhow, I gotta go. I'll see you guys here next week. If you don't mind, let me know in the comments below. If you don't mind if I do the live stream next week a half an hour earlier or an hour earlier, let me know. I will post it in the community tab. If you're not aware, the community tab, I am going to be doing updates, and I have already started in January of 2019. That way you don't have to go anywhere for social media. It's all right here on YouTube. There's going to be a community tab where I can let you know what's coming out or what gets changed, different times, and yada, yada, yada. And I will also, be keeping updates there until we open up like the map website, and then maybe we'll have something better there. I got to leave. I got to get a whole section of this room cleared out for that bed tomorrow, and I still got to get some sleep. And I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep the way it is. I'm just gonna pass out if I don't shut this down. All right. Wait. There's my screen. My screen was messed up. All right, so have a good night. Thank you very much for everyone supporting on Patreon, in the Super Chats, on the second channel, on this channel, and on any other future projects we got coming out. And if you do want to send in anything for the reviews, don't forget that address is in the About section, and sometimes I put it in the video description down below. So I love you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Not tomorrow. My God. Tomorrow in the next video, but next Sunday for the live stream. And we only got a couple more Sundays to go until The Walking Dead is back, baby. Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait. Good night.